If you're looking for fairy tale charm, Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, is the perfect European escape. We spent 2 days here, with an extra day for a trip to Lake Bled, and found plenty to see and do. One of the biggest draws is the stunning Ljubljana Castle perched on a hill. We started our visit with a pleasant walk up to the top, but for those who prefer not to climb, a funicular is also available, dating back nearly 1,000 years. The castle began as an 11th century fortress built to defend the area. Today, access to the courtyard and café is free, where you can get some nice views of the old town. There's also a viewing tower and some galleries, which come at a fee. We then headed back to the city centre, which has a charming village-like feel. With a picturesque river down the middle, it just makes you want to take things easy and relax. Much of this UNESCO city is shaped by Slovene architect Jože Plečnik, giving it a practical yet whimsical feel. The Ljubljana River is one example. He saw the riverbanks as places to enjoy and designed areas to invite people to hang out by the water. By the way, if you spot dragons everywhere, it's not a coincidence. According to legend, a Greek hero passed through the area and fought a dragon, which is why the creature came to be one of Ljubljana's most famous symbols. There are lots of dragon-themed souvenirs too, from soft toys to fridge magnets. If you want a photo with a dragon, then head to the famous Dragon Bridge. Built over 100 years ago, it's one of Europe's earliest concrete bridges and is guarded by 4 dragon sculptures. Next, we found ourselves at the indoor-outdoor market. You can find heaps of fruits and veggies from local farmers in Slovenia, and people gather here daily to get their fresh produce. There's many craft stores as well, great for picking up a souvenir or two. The indoor market is located in a beautiful hall built along the river. Another Plečnik design that makes shopping quite scenic. Now, the central market is also a great place to find traditional Slovenian food and drinks. In particular, there's a popular spot to try strukli, said to be the best in town. This is a dish made of rolled dough filled with different ingredients, and they have a huge variety to choose from. We couldn't decide on one, so we settled for 3. One sweet with blueberry, one savory with pork crackling, and a traditional buckwheat and cinnamon one. I wasn't a fan of the buckwheat, but I really enjoyed the other 2. Nearby is St. Nicholas's Cathedral, a Baroque-style church from the 18th century. There's a small entry fee, but we didn't go inside and just admired the frescoes from outside. One of the bronze entrances was pretty cool, depicting the 1,250-year history of Christianity in Slovenia. To cross the river, there are many bridges to use. One of them is the Glass Butcher's Bridge, featuring some abstract sculptures, as well as lovers' locks. Another is the iconic Triple Bridge. This is one of Ljubljana's most photographed attractions. The center part dates back to the 13th century, making it the oldest in the city. 2 side bridges were added for pedestrians in the early 20th century by Plečnik, creating a unique ensemble. The Triple Bridge leads to the medieval Prešeren Square, the central meeting point in Ljubljana. It's dedicated to Slovenia's national poet Franz Prešeren. Surrounded by Baroque and Art Nouveau buildings, they are fun to spot as you walk around. Across the square stands the colourful Hauptmann House, refurbished in 1904 after surviving the 1895 earthquake. Nearby is the Pink Franciscan Church, first built in the 1600s by Augustinian monks. You also find the Urban's House, built in 1903 as the city's first department store. Wander a bit longer and more interesting buildings will reveal themselves. It's easy to get around Ljubljana on foot. Its compact size means you can walk to almost anywhere in just minutes. It also helps that every corner is picture perfect. You also find clean, potable water fountains dotted around the city for refueling your bottle. The center is car-free and filled with greenery, one of the reasons Ljubljana earned the European Green Capital Award. There's even an urban electric train. The next day, we made our way to Tivoli Park, the city's largest green space and a favorite spot for locals to slow down, take a break and enjoy nature. Sitting in the middle is Tivoli Castle, originally built in the 17th century as a private mansion and houses cultural exhibitions today. To see a different side of the city, we visited a former army barracks. Since 1993, artists have occupied the area to prevent its demolition, and Metakova became a self-declared autonomous zone. Buildings are filled with lots of quirky art and graffiti, and there's even an ex-prison turned hostel. I'll be honest, the place felt quite sketchy, so we didn't spend too long there. By the way, keep an eye out for these Best of Ljubljana stickers. It's how we found some amazing local food spots, like this fried chicken shop near a hostel, as well as the city's best known sausage shop. They serve a traditional Slovenian sausage that's eaten with barley stew. It's simple, yet very tasty, perfect for a chilly day. And when it's sunny, there's no better place to grab an ice cream than Gelateria Romantica. On our third day, we made a day trip to Lake Bled, possibly Slovenia's most famous attraction. We travelled by public bus and bought our tickets from the bus station before boarding. We also chose not to stay overnight, as accommodation in Bled is fairly expensive, and chose to have Ljubljana as our base. Plus, one day was enough for us to do everything we wanted, from taking a boat ride and visiting Bled Island, to trying the famous cream cake and more. Click here to see our full video on our Bled day trip now.